Hello, this is the Prussian Prince back with another StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm replay cast. This is going to be another 3v3. I am playing with Psychic. Oh wait, Psychic over here and Rixoston over here, and we are facing, obviously we are Terran, Protoss, and Zerg. We're facing Dimaka, apparently, who's a Protoss, Kirilla, ZZZ, who's a Protoss as well, and Nata, Zerg. So, obviously, like, we have more versatility because we have one of each race, but that doesn't always pay off. And as you can see here, like Psychic, he's gonna send out a scout with this probe, and we'll see what is actually gonna happen. Maka is using his probe. He's basically just trolling, since he doesn't have enough money to build what he wants. So sometimes what people do when they don't have enough money to build something is they'll just patrol with their unit for a little bit, a small moment. And here's a little engagement over here that's pretty hilarious if you ask me. But at the end of the day, Psychic's probe actually got a superior engagement. But look, he's gonna try and go for this probe, but Psychic, will he lose his probe? Yes, he does lose his probe, and Dimaka manages to keep it. So 2 probes, that's teamwork. 2 probes of different players. Now obviously I'm just gonna go with barracks first and then refinery. As for Psychic, he's just going for gas, gateway, so standard stuff. Rixoston, he went, I believe, pool first, since his pool is almost done. Yes, pretty sure it's pool first. Is he gonna grab a gas soon? Maybe at 17. We'll see what he decides to do. As for Nata, he does also grab a gas. Earlier actually than Rixoston. Is Rixoston grabbing his gas? No, still not grabbing his gas, so I guess he's just going full gasless expansion, most economic that you can ever get. As for Kirilla, he does have actually finally getting his gas, and he's got basically gateway, forge, and a cannon. So they've basically walled off here so they can get some easy expansions over here, which is a nice move. But yeah, I would actually I would have preferred myself and Psychic being on this side, because then we would have been able to wall off this side as well over here, this ramp. That would be really good for us. Although we still could have gotten in from there. So it's not like it's a complete wall off. You'll also have to be sure that, well, I guess you'll have to protect this side very well in such a scenario. But I mean, this is a good sort of play by the opponents, like to block this off, because there's really not much where we can go through, I mean. So nice move. I mean, you can't really go through many places outside here, so like you either go through here or you go through here. From the looks of it, there's really no other way. As for this base though, basically around the same. Well, it is basically the same. Have to block this or this, and then you are safe, unless you get attacked by air. So really, like, my Reaper can obviously go over ledges and stuff, over ridges or up a cliff, whatever. And I do have a couple of Reapers, and I actually failed to notice that I did get a couple kills. So I'm just gonna go in with some Reapers. Not sure why I'm not already going in over here, because Kirilla, he's just does not have any units. And here we go. I'm gonna go in with my Reapers, doing a ton of damage. Still trying to micro them, and I'm not macroing while microing is a mistake. But I've already killed quite a few workers, and I'm getting more and more. So this harassment is actually paying off for me. Already killed quite a few workers of Guerrilla. He's down to 17 supply. 16 supply, and for some reason I'm attacking the gas, but I do go in to attack the probes. Bit sloppy by me, and once again I attack the gas. Here I go for the probes. Still taking out quite a few. This photon cannon gets made, but I'm still like... My Reapers have so many kills. I do save that Reaper actually, so that was good. If I get one more kill, I can also take that one out. Almost lost the Reaper, and here I'm just gonna go out, and I lost no Reapers while doing this. And I just send my Reapers here and leave them to die. I could have taken out that probe and just left easily and kept my Reapers, but I decided not to. Anyway, now Psychic is going in with the Oracles, so both of us experimenting with new stuff. Is he actually gonna go in? It seems so. It seems so. Gonna try and go for the mineral line. So this is a really nice harass unit, but he didn't actually manage to do any damage, but he pulls away, which is the smart thing to do, because against 2 cannons there's not really much damage you can do. Takes one more hit, but he has slowed down the mining a little bit. As for Rick, he's already on 3 bases. I'm only on 2 bases, well, mostly 1, because I am not really sending, well, I'm now sending some SCVs to the natural. As for Psychic, well, basically I am on equal supply with Psychic. Rick Sostin is obviously got much more supply than both of us, because he's Zerg and he's on 3 bases. I did go for an aggressive opening against my opponent, and I'm still not macroing quite well. Well, now I'm doing a much better job. As for Psychic, he's still going for the air units. Nata, he's not macroing properly. I'm also not macroing properly right now, and there are mutas over here destroying Rick's main, ravaging it. He's gonna drop down a few spores, but it's not really gonna work at this moment. We'll see how it actually goes though, because I mean I have some Hellions already, and I'm still not spending my money properly. Kirilla is using his properly. Dimaka, decent usage. Nada is... he should really be using his money better. He needs to inject much better than this, especially as he's only on 2 base, so... Oh, but he's microing those mutas, so that's... I guess that's why he's doing it, but still, you should learn how to inject while attacking with mutas. It's important. Because he cannot build anything with all those, because he does not have... Oh, actually he does have larva, which he's not using. He could build like 3 more mutas and just make another hatch over here, or actually over here. But Psychic's Phoenix is doing a nice job, I have to say. Has to run away though from these mutas and doesn't notice them, and he's just gonna lose all of them. No, he just keeps one Phoenix. He's gonna try and keep it alive. His main base, well, his natural, he still doesn't have enough guys in the gas over here. I have 1 extra guy in this gas geyser, and I don't notice for some reason. I do have enough workers in my main base, getting my upgrades because I'm going mech. I have, of course, Vikings. Why would you not have Vikings? Vikings are cool, right? Cool, right? For Psychic, he just still has those oracles over here. Cool units. Now the Protoss players over here, they just have massive Stalker and Zealot amount. And also Rick Sostin, he's just heavy on the supply. I have 113 and Psychic has 75. Rick Sostin's got 154, but it's mainly because he's going roaches and they're really cheap and cost 2 supply, so that's why. But this Muta Harass is pretty decent by Nada. However, Psychic is doing a decent job with his Phoenixes, taking out all those mutas. Well, not all those mutas, but still 104 supply only for Nada. For Dimaka, we do have 66 supply, which is decent. Kirilla only 53 supply as well, so he hasn't really expanded Honestly, I don't know why they wall off if they're not gonna take expansions over here. Well, Demaka did take an expansion, but Kirilla didn't really take it. But I don't know, I guess these guys might be Russian or Ukrainian based on their names. Would be interesting to know. Now Rixostin, he did more for an overseer, and he's gonna scout out and see what's poppin' in their bases. Not sure why they're putting their stuff over here. Oh, actually that was Psychic telling me to scan their bases. And I did, and we only see one. This one is not here, so this moment we're just super ahead. I'm just macroing like crazy. Rixostin is already maxed. So we're in a great position. Psychic's already, like, he has a funny nexus over here. Should have taken down those rocks and made the nexus afterwards, but I mean, he should have asked me to make it for him, because I have like those tanks and Hellions can really take down the rocks very quickly. So yeah, I mean, those Hellions don't really do too much damage against rocks, but still the tanks do quite nice damage against armored. Weapon speed not as fast as the Hellions though, as you can see. 104 versus 25, and there was a small engagement here. I believe there were more mutas getting killed off, and we have Demaka with stalkers moving out on the field. He's actually gonna get my barracks, which means I won't be able to make any more factories. This is big, but they're both gonna move out right now, and well, all three of them actually. So this is a nice combined force that they're using, but Rixostin is over here, and actually, like, he's fighting alone, so I'm just coming along very quickly. I am quite late though, I will say that much, but my Hellions come in. Should have actually put them into Hellbats like long ago, I think. But look at this, my Hellbats are just gonna roast up those stalkers, and my tanks do ridiculous amount of damage. And also my Hellbats clean up, so we have actually held. Kirilla is down to 40 supply. Demaka is on 44 supply. Neta is still on 100 supply actually, but I mean, Rixostin alone, he can just probably take all three of them on right now with his army composition. As for myself, like, also have 148 and I have a lot of tanks, so I have a pretty cost-efficient trade. Psychic also has a lot of Phoenixes, which would be useful, and I do have Vikings, which again are useful. Now those Hydras and Roaches of Rixostin are gonna come in, and I'm also gonna follow up and go in with my Hellions, Hellbats, and tanks. So Rixostin, he did manage to snipe that gate, only losing one Roach. He's also gonna get this pylon, unpowering one photon cannon, and loses something in the process. I do actually send out my Hellions over here, and I lose them foolishly. But I'm gonna go in with the tanks, siege them up over here, and this is going to be my march into the enemy army, into the enemy base. Well, our death march, as Rixostin's slow links at 19 minutes go in. Take out those forges and the pylons, and you can already see that, and there's not much hope for them anymore, as their wall has been broken down, and they only have a couple units left against Rick's massive army and our tanks. And my tanks, are they hotkeyed? They should be, but they're not really moving. I guess that I didn't really pay attention at this moment. Mistake by me, but well, it's not like it's really gonna matter, because it's GG anyway and we won. And finally I noticed it and I sieged them up, funnily enough. I wanted to siege those, but I sieged up all of them for some reason. I guess I just selected all of my units and pressed the siege button. I still have Vikings over here that I have not been using, and there's Tempests against Hydras, but Tempests against Hydras, like, Tempests are gonna lose, but not until I just send down my Vikings to attack those Hydras along with the Roaches of Rixostin, and we're just gonna clean that up. Of course, there's a couple more Hydras over here, but doesn't matter. No, it's not enough, and the game is over. So once again, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, and I shall see you next time.